Good evening, good evening. It is Monday night, and we are ready for our next Blessings Unveiled. I have really enjoyed having these and having so many of you join me live whenever I have these calls available to you. And I am going to wait just a couple minutes here to see if you guys jump on. I'm going to pull up. Good morning or good morning. See, I'm on in the morning too often. Good evening, Nikki. How are you? Let me check. I'm going to make sure I click on here to see who else has joined me. Oh, fantastic. We got a whole bunch jumping on. Hey, Wendy, how are you? I am so glad that you guys are here. And of course, as soon as I start talking, what happens? Does everybody remember what happened last week? My dog hears me talking and she's like, excuse me, are you talking to me? And then she wants treats because otherwise she'll sit there and woof, woof, bark. So here's a treat I'm giving to my dog. There. Now maybe she'll be quiet. All right. We've got Nikki and Wendy and Becky and Lori here. Hi, how are you, ladies? It's so good to have you here. Okay. So we are going to be talking about Christmas and the holidays. I know it's only the beginning of November, but I want to ask you one question. Who do you find the hardest to shop for on your Christmas list? Who is, do your dogs do the same thing, Becky? Yes. Who is the hardest to buy for on your Christmas list? For me, it's my husband. Is it the spouse for anyone else? My girls are easy. It's easy to shop for girls. I have trouble with my son-in-laws, though. We have two son-in-laws. Hey, Teresa, how are you? But I never know what to buy for him because we're both really good at when we want something or need something. We usually just buy it. You know, we talk about if it's expensive, but if it's something small, we just buy it. So there don't ever seem to be those little gifts that are available. So it's really hard to find a gift. So who in your house or in your gift giving is the hardest to buy for? Let's hear. Let's hear. To be fair, Becky says she's the worst. Yeah, okay. I admit, me too. Me too. That's a hard one too because I'm this. I if I need it, I buy it. All right. So Melina says our son, single in the military, no space for everything. Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's see here. Are you able to get him experiences or something like that instead of just a gift? Sometimes that's really nice. That's what we're doing for my little grandson is going to be 2. We can't think about what to get him because he's got toys galore, right? So we're giving him experiences. Becky agrees, or Teresa agrees that she's the worst, right? Lori says her best friend. So there's lots of people I think on our list that are very hard to buy for, right? So we're always looking for good deals. At least I know I am. And for experiences. I love experiences. So what else? We're going to talk a little bit more about Christmas, but what helps you stay focused on the true meaning of Christmas? Whenever it gets down to it, are you an early shopper, a late shopper, and what makes you get, I don't know, more finding the true meaning instead of worrying about all that shopping? How about you guys? What do you think? For me, Christmas songs. I love to listen to Christmas songs. I seriously, I'm one of those. November. I usually wait till November, but I've already started secretly in the office here listening to Christmas music. So that's what I try to do anyways. Let's see here. Church attendance. Yes, when they start talking about the fact that, do you realize how quick Advent is coming up already? When it turns November 1st, that means it's just around the corner. It is not going to be long. That's Advent studies. Yeah. Yep. Not shopping. You try to make your gifts. That's a great idea, Lori. So do we. And handmade gifts are so fantastic. I totally agree with that. Definitely. Decorating my house, putting up the tree. Yes, Becky loves Christmas. She needs an excuse to love this season. She loves looking for nativity scenes. So do I. So do I. Let's see here. Nikki says, aside from my Savior's birthday, I want to duck and hide and skip over the holiday. it's hard sometimes on people. I just went on Saturday to a grief share program about the holidays. I helped, or our church helped support that, and we talked a lot about different things that can help getting through the holidays. I might even come up with something that might help some people. Have you heard of Blue Christmas, where they have a special service for people who are mourning loss at Christmas time? And that's something that's been on my mind, that I might try to come up with around Christmas time. I love I love coming up with new ideas. And I have several women that I am very close to. We share a lot of business ideas. We share a lot of motivational ideas. And one of the things they're always telling me is, I know I was telling them, I've got more ideas than I have time for. You have no idea. The things that I do come up with are only a small smidget of all the ideas that I have in my head that I could just keep writing constantly and never even think about it. It's so hard. So, so this morning, I sent out an email about I always, call it the Blessings Unveiled, and something we're going to be doing this year. I'm calling it the First Fruits Access. And I'd like to share with you why this name is so meaningful for me. I was praying about what I was going to call this special early access program, and God just kept bringing to my heart the concept of first fruits from Scripture. So I want to share what it means. So, like in Proverbs 3:9 and 10, it says, "Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filling to overflowing, and your vats will brim over the new wine." So the concept of first fruits runs really deep throughout the Bible. In ancient times, when farmers would harvest their crops, they would set aside the very first of the best portion, right? And they would call them the first fruits. And it was an offering to the Lord. And this isn't just about giving God the first pick of the harvest. It was about something even more meaningful. You see, giving the first fruits was an act of faith and trust. So imagine being a farmer back then when your crops had just started to ripen and you didn't know if the rest of the harvest would be good or if a storm might come and destroy it all. But God asked for the first and the best portion. And before that way, you didn't know how the rest was going to turn out. And that required tremendous faith, didn't it? So in Exodus, then we go back to Exodus 23:19, God commanded, "Bring the best fruits of your soil to the house of the Lord your God." And this wasn't about giving God leftovers or what was convenient. It was about giving him our very best right from the start. So this really just has been on my mind a lot lately, and it touched my heart as I kept thinking about the holiday season. And like those first fruits are set aside for the special and the sacred, I wanted to create something that was special for our faithful community. All you guys, I consider you like family. I know so many of you pop on here for the first time, and it's like meeting old friends, right? So that's why I am wanting to offer you, my current customers, my current people, our most precious offerings. Okay. So when I come up with a new idea, I want to be able to give it first to you. And so that's what I've been trying to figure this all out. Okay. I wanted you to know about the first releases, the first to have access to items, the first to hear about all the special things. So when you see First Fruits Access, I want you to remember that it's not about being in line for holiday offerings, though that's certainly a blessing, right? It's about being part of a community that values putting first things first, the important first things, the significance of sacred first, the appreciation of biblical principles. So the reason this is so excited, because I know some of you, I know Wendy was one of them. Some of our items, we send out an email and they are sold out sometimes before somebody gets the email. That happened to Wendy. She didn't get a chance to order the mystery boxes, and they were sold out. We were able to scrounge one up for her. But so many times we had products that went out, and we made what we thought was plenty, and they were sold out before you even knew about them, right? So if you sign up for the First Fruits Access, you're going to get notified 24 hours before anybody else about the new releases, because we do make the majority of our items right here. I write them, we print them, we bind them, we package them up, and we get them out. And we've got a lot of products out there right now. So when we have to do all of this work, we usually only make so many at a time. We make a lot, don't get me wrong, but it gets harder and harder to make enough. So we want to make sure you guys get the first chance. Okay. So that's one of the reasons that we came up with this. So if you haven't already, I want to make sure that you check out this morning's email, get the link to get to access sign up for the First Fruits Access. Okay. All right. So speaking of special holiday items, I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what our devotional, our manger, Journey to the Manger Advent devotional looks like. So here it is. Oh, Greta, you can't still be hungry. Here it is. This is what it looks like. It's just small. It's not big. It's just a small little tabletop stand that we have put together. We've made this ourselves, and we've come up with the pictures for on it. And each page turns. This is the description. It tells you what to do, how you use it. And then we go to the next page, and it starts out with the whole story of the prophecy the whole way through the 25 days of Christmas. We go to the Prince of Peace. We talk about the eternal word. We go to Mary, Mary's obedience when the angel comes to her. We talk about Joseph's dream. We talk about all different kinds of things, everything you could think about. We talk about a couple times about the wise men and how they set out long before the baby was born, right? They couldn't have made that journey after the baby was already born, right? They made that journey way ahead of time. So we have the shepherds in here. We have the choir of angels. Let's see here. We have the light of the world, and then promise fulfilled. So it's 25 days worth of Christmas, getting you ready for Christmas. It's an Advent devotional. We are going to have a devotional, an actual book as well. Still working on that. But it is going to be a great way to set this on a desk, set it on a mantle, set it on a table, wherever you want to. We do have quantities available if you want more than one. I think we have 1, 3, and 6 quantities, and then they go down from price. When he says, I made sure I ordered my Advent devotional very early this time. I love it. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you, was about that. And then I wanted to think about some brainstorming of who you could give this to. All right. So there's so many people that I know I want to give it to, especially at church. There's quite a few women that I know would love this. There's children's teachers, grandchildren's teachers, anybody you think that needs daily encouragement, even your grown children, when they're starting their own traditions. Wouldn't this be awesome to have on a table so they can show their kids, right? And it's not just a gift for other people, right? Imagine starting December, first thing, December 1st, that's when Advent starts, with this reminder of the true meaning of Christmas right there for you, so that you won't forget. Not that we would we? I think we will remember, right? All righty. Do you have any questions? Does anybody have any questions about it? I would be happy to answer them. But definitely make sure that you order, get online, get on the list for the first Fruits Access, so that we can let you know what's coming up. We've got quite a few things in the plan. We've got a few more short devotionals. We also have some crafts lined up for you. Don't forget, we still have our Christmas cards available. I know we put them out in October because we wanted it to be ready for um, for you to purchase in advance, but it's getting down to it. It's time to get those Christmas cards ready to go. Lori asked, can this be specific to every year or every year? Yes, every year you can use it, Lori, because it's just 25 days. It's just December 1st through December 25th. So there's no worries there. We're going to put it in a bubble package, like a sleeve, and then it's going to go in a little white box. So it's going to be perfect to be able to store, put away for next year without getting ruined. Okay. All righty. So, any other questions or anything else you'd like to ask today about it? Greta. She's a dachshund and she is a bottomless pit. Does anybody else have one of those? She always makes me laugh. Anybody else have any other questions or anything? If not, it was great talking to you tonight. I always love being here. Tomorrow morning is our devotional. We're going to have our November already. Our topics for November are going to be coming up. So let's, you don't understand where to sign up, Teresa? You know what? Let me try to get the link for you. Okay. And I will post it. Let me see here. I can get a copy of the email from this morning. Let me find my email list here somewhere. Let's see if I have it here. I will put a link in here, okay, and that way you can pull it up. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get it to come up. Today's email. I just need today's email to brought up. See if it'll let me do it. It's not going to, is it? This morning. Oh, I know where I can get it. Let's see. You know what, Teresa? I'm going to post it underneath here after I get off. That way I'm not spending more time trying to find it for you. But as soon as I get off, just look for this video in the comments here or in the Facebook page here, and I'll make sure that a link's there so you can get access to the first access. And then I'll put a link to this. All right. Thank you for joining me. I so appreciate you. And I just pray you have a very, very blessed night and a blessed week. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.